Good morning, everyone. Myself, Siddharth Singh, Assistant Professor, BBD University, Lucknow. I am teaching you food production subject, and this is from your sixth semester food production, and this is the third unit, uses of wine and herbs in cooking. So we will start this chapter today, and as you know, various types of wine and herbs are used in cooking. So we will learn in this chapter the objective of using herbs and wine in cooking, and what are the various form in which herbs are used, and the main motive of using wines in cooking. So we will see point wise all the things in detail. So let's move further. Herbs and wine have been used in cooking since ages for various reasons. The prime reason for using herb was to make the flavor of certain strong smelling foods. Over a period of time, people begin to realize their nutritional benefits and medicinal values. Every country and region in the world uses herbs in one form to the other. So basically, here we will talk about today what is the reason why we are using herbs and wine, or the prime reason of using herbs is to actually avoid the smell of food. Certain foods are having some strong flavors. So how we can avoid that flavor? So for that reason we are using herb. Over a period of time, people begin to realize their nutritional benefits and medicinal value. Every country and region in the world uses herb in one form to the other. The art of making alcohol was discovered in the very ancient time. In cooking, wine found its place in the Western culture, especially in the French and Italian cuisines, wherein it was used to impart flavor to the food. So basically, once we are talking about your wine is actually used in European countries. They introduced to use wine for in their food. So French and Italian cuisine are especially using lots of wine in their dishes. Okay, so this was the introduction part. Herbs, various kind of herbs are used in different cuisine across the world. Although herbs should be used fresh, at many a time drying of some herbs such as bay leaves improves their flavors. The drying of herbs in an art in itself. The aroma of the herbs indicates the freshness of the product. So basically, whatever the aroma is having the herbs, it actually indicates the freshness of the product, because if you are adding the herbs in the dishes, then obviously herbs is already having aroma. So because of that reason, the freshness of food is known by that. Okay, the uses of herbs in cooking. Herbs have many uses in kitchen. Herbs are the mostly used ingredients for flavoring food. Apart from flavoring and adding aroma and nutritional value to food, herbs are put to several other uses such as potpourris that are used as aromatic placements in houses. Some herbs are also used in making herbal pillows that are believed in induce sleep. So here now what we will do, we will discuss what is the use of herbs in food, and in second column, in description column, we will discuss the same. So first use, once we are talking about the herb, is why herbs is used in food. So the first reason is the flavoring. So herbs can be chopped, minced and drawn and added to the soups and the stock, or they can be added in the form of bouquet garni, which means bunch of herbs. A traditional bouquet garni consists of few sprigs of parsley, thyme, leek and bay leaves. Chopped herbs are used in sausages and stuffing for various kind of cold cut. Herbs can also be used for flavoring cheese, cake, bread and cookies. So the main character of the herbs is actually the flavoring. So because of that reason, this is added to the food to enhance the flavor of the particular dish. So because of that reason, it is used. Okay, this is the first reason. Because of that reason, it is used actually. The next one is garnishing. Herbs are more commonly used for garnishes. They can be minced finely, as in the case of parsley, or used whole in food and also desserts. Some of the classic ways of using herbs for garnish are fine herbs. This is popular herb mixture used for garnish in French cuisine. It generally comprises fine minced such as parsley, tarragon, chervil and thyme. Deep fried such herbs such as parsley, bay leaf, curry leaves and rosemary are deep fried in oil at the temperature of 80 degrees Celsius. This helps the herbs to retain their color and become crispy. Springs. The fresh springs of herb are kept in iced cold water until they become crisp. So basically, the second reason for using the herbs is actually for the garnishes. So garnishes can be used in a three-way. So first of all, this is very important. You have to know what is the garnishing. Garnishing means you are putting something small or something during the presentation of the dish, so that the dish appearance is enhances, or you can call you are putting something on the top so that the appearance of this will become more attractive. So that's why the garnish is that means the garnish is that thing only. So there are three form the garnishes are used. Once we are talking about the herb, the fine herbs, deep fried and spring. Okay, fine means when you are cutting very fine chopped you are using and you are putting on the top. So this is the way. And the second one is the deep fried. So once you are doing the deep frying of the herb, the color should be retained whatever the color is in the, like if it is green, then once you will do the green, color, once you are doing the deep frying, the color is retained, and then because of that reason it is used. And spring means you are putting something, some leaves on the cold water, so it becomes fresh, and also the crispiness should be there, so that once you are putting on the dish, it is not going here and there. So this is the reason for doing the springs. Okay, so now seasoning, the third one is the seasoning. First of all, you have to know what is seasoning. Seasoning means you are actually making the balance for balanced taste for any dishes. So this is the seasoning means. So here also it means after adding the herbs, you are making the balanced taste for the particular dish. So there are two types of seasonings. Once we are talking about the herbs, saltless seasoning and herbal salt. Saltless, first we should know what is the saltless seasoning. A mixture of dried herbs such as dill, thyme and oregano are combined with dried onion, sesame seeds, black pepper, dried lemon peel, paprika and garlic powder to make saltless seasoning. Because of rising health problems, salt-free seasoning are becoming common in health food. Herbal salt, powdered salt or rock salt mixed with dried herbs to make herbal salt. To make herbal salt, store the fresh herbs in the salt in the airtight container for few months. The salt then can crunch in a mixture of ground in a mortar and pestle so that the dried herbs blend well. The next use of herbs are in cooking. Herbal oil. Oil can be flavored by one or more herbs. These oils are used for making vinaigrettes or dressings for salads, and also used for glazing meat or used as sauce such as basil oil in Italian cuisine. Next, herbal vinegars. In olden days, herbs were influenced in vinegar or wine for their preservations. This led to be flavored vinegar and wine. To make herbal vinegar, combine fresh herbs with good quality white wine vinegar and keep the jar in sunlight for at least 2 weeks so that flavor infuse in the vinegar. Herb butter. It is made by combining softened butter with chopped herb. This kind of flavored butter is also known as compound butter. Some of the most commonly made herbal butter are Café de Paris butter. This butter is created by the chef of Chef de Paris restaurant in Geneva. The butter is creamed and mixed with ingredients such as herb, spices and other condiments such as oregano, marjoram, dill, rosemary, mustard, tarragon, garlic, shalots, parsley, chives, capers, Worcestershire soya sauce, and anchovies. Next, method de hotel butter. This made by creaming of butter along with lemon juice and chopped parsley. It is also known as beurre à la bourguignoise in French. The butter can be used for making sauce or as stuffing in poulet à la queue. Chew butter. This is made by creaming butter, adding fine sliced chew. Herbal drinks. Since centuries, herbs have been drunk as herbal decoctions that are believed to be a cure for many ailments, including cancer. Before the advent of medicine, it was herbs and spices that were used as medicine. In hotel, different kinds of herbal drinks are served as herbal tea, herbal water, cocktail, mocktails. The last use of herbs is actually sauces and spreads. According apart from flavorings, herbs can also be combined and cooked to make sauce, soup, spreads that can be served in the variety of ways such as herb sauce, mint sauce, spreads and marinades. So till here we saw the various purpose of using the herbs in cooking. So we discussed all about them. Okay. Now wine. Wines have been used in cooking since ages. Wine were probably accordingly when a bunch of grapes got fermented and once someone happened to taste them. With the passage of time, the art of wine making got refined and people also started to drink along with food. So, now we will discuss the uses of wine in cooking. The first use of wine in cooking is marinades. Both red or white wine are used as marinades for meat. One of the primary use is for the flavoring, but wine also helps to tenderize the meat and remove offensive flavor if there are any. So, once we are talking about the marinades, first of all, you have to know the use of wine in cooking because of its flavor. So, give the aromatic flavor is the main purpose or primary purpose is that only. But the thing, once we are talking about the marinades, means there is a nature of wine, whatever it is a white wine or red wine, both are having a nature when they are put on the meat for some time, they are automatically breaking down the tissues of the meat and this helps to tenderize the meat faster. Okay. Next one, the use of wine in cooking sauces. Wine are used for making sauces both for savory dishes as well as desserts. Most of the stock based sauce are a mixture of stock and wine reduced to a glaze and then thickened with the soft butter of various thickening agents. Deglazing. This is the most versatile method employed to retain the flavor of the sauce. Deglazing is the process where the liquid such as wine and stock, are used for dissolving the remains of the cooked food in a pan. When meat and vegetables are roasted or pan fried, it leaves some fat and retaining sediments such as carbohydrates and protein stick to the bottom of the pan. These sediments contain most of the concentrated flavor. Wine is the best medium to deglaze. Flambing. Flambing is actually the mostly used. Wine and spirits are alcohol, thus, upon lighting these wine flare up and burn until the alcohol burned off. This principle is used for flaming various dishes to give a good visual appeal. Stock. Wine are commonly used for flavoring stock. Apart from adding flavor, wine are added for a various other reasons, one of them being to make an acidic stock called cote bouillon. Flavorings. Wine are commonly added for flavoring in Western foods. These can be used to flavor cakes, pastry, sauces, and stocks. Classification of herbs. Herbs are classified in many ways. Some of them are according to the uses, according to the active constituents, according to the period of life. So, in a three-way, herbs is classified. So now we are going to discuss first way according to the uses. The herbs are classified into four parts: medicinal purpose, or we can call medicinal herbs, culinary herbs, aromatic herbs, ornamental herbs. Medicinal herbs have curative power and are used in making medicines because of their healing properties. So, once we are talking about the medicinal herbs, so lots of herbs are actually used for medicinal purpose and they are having curative powers. Because of that reason, we call them medicinal herbs. Culinary herbs are probably the mostly used as cooking herbs because of their strong flavor like mint, parsley, basil. Ornamental herbs. Ornamental herbs are used for decoration because they have brightly colored flower and foliage like lavender and chives. Ornamental herbs. Ornamental herbs are used for decoration because they have brightly colored flower and foliage like lavenders and chives. According to the active constituents present in them, the herbs are divided into five major categories: aromatic, astringents, bitter, mucilaginous, and nutritive. Aromatic herbs, the name is a reflection of the present order that many of these herbs have. They are used extensively both therapeutically and flavoring and perfumes. Aromatic herbs are divided into two subcategories: stimulants and nervinesses. Stimulant herbs increases energy and actives of the body, so it's a part or organ and most often affects the respiratory, digestive, and circulatory system, such as fennel, ginger, garlic, lemongrass. Nervine herbs are used to heal and smooth the nervous system and often affect respiratory, digestive, and circulatory systems such bell. They are often used in teas or in encapsulated form. Example: ginger and catnip. Astringent herbs, it have tannins which have the ability to precipitate protein and the tighten construct and tones living tissues and help to halt discharges. They affect the digestive, urinary, and circulatory systems, and large doses are toxic to the liver. They are analgesic, antiseptic, antibiotic, astringent, homeostatic, and citric. Example: peppermint and red raspberry. Bitter herbs. Bitter herbs are named because of the presence of phenol and phenolic glycosides, alkaloids, or sapphonicins, and are divided into four subcategories: laxative herbs, diuretic herbs, saponin containing herbs, and aloe containing herbs. Mucilaginous herbs derive their properties from the polysaccharide by content, which gives these herbs a slippery, mild taste that is sweet in water. All plant product mucilage is some form to store water and hydrates as a food reserve. Since most mucilages are not broken down by the human digestive system but absorb toxins from the bowel and give bulk to the stool. These herbs are most effective topical as poultices and knitting agent and are also used for topically in the digestive tract when used as lozenges or extract. They have demulcent action on the throat. They eliminate they eliminate the toxin from the intestinal system, help in regulating it, and reduce the bowel transit time. They are antibiotic, anesthetic, demulcent, emulsant, culinary, and detoxifier in nature. Nutritive herbs. These herbs drive both the name and classification form of nutritive value they provide to the diet. They are true food and provide some medicinal effects as fiber, muli- mucilage, and diuretic action, but most importantly, they provide the nutritional of protein, carbohydrates, and fats plus the vitamins and minerals that are necessary for the adequate nutrition for rosehip, acerola, apple, asparagus, banana, barley, grass, beetle, broccoli, cabbage, carrot, cauliflower, grapefruit, hibiscus, lemon, oat straw, onion, orange, papaya, pineapple, red clover, etc. According to the period of life, herb are also can be classified as annuals, biennials, and perennials. Annuals bloom one season and then die. Biennials live for two seasons, blooming the second season only. Once established, perennials lives over winter and bloom each season. Okay, annual herbs complete their life cycle in one year. Start them from seed. Annual herbs include anise, basil, borage, calendula, charmoli, chervil, dill bouquet, cilantro, dill bouquet, fennel, marjoram, parsley, sifo, saffron, summer savory. Perennial herbs grow for more than one season and include sweet marjoram, parsley, mint, sage, thyme, chips. Most can be started from young plant except for parsley. Alfalfa, allspices, aloe vera, angelisa, etc. And perennial herbs are plants which live two seasons and bloom in the second season only. Caraway seeds, primrose, beche, mole, thistle, whipser, bugloss. So here in today's class we discuss actually use of wine and herbs in cooking. Within that, we discuss about the classification of herbs, use of herbs in cooking, and use of wine in cooking. So, within that, if we are overall, we are discussing about why the herbs are actually used in cooking. So, the reason is first one is the reason flavoring, garnishing, seasoning, and herbal oil, herbal vinegar, and then herb butter, herbal drink, sauce and spread. So these are the reason why herbs are actually used in cooking. So the first main character if we are talking about the herbs is having, so that is actually the flavor, the aroma the herbs is having. If we are putting any herbs to any food, then obviously the kind of aroma or flavor is getting the food is important for the particular dish. If after adding the flavor or after adding the herbs, the flavor is not getting, then there is no use of that particular herb. The second reason why herbs are used, the garnish. Garnish is actually, if you are garnishing any dish, you are enhancing the product, okay? If we are talking about the appearance, so here you are seeing the first use is the flavor. Obviously once you will add the herbs to the food, then obviously the flavor is enhances, and also if you are putting on the top, because of the color of the herb, you will get actually the appearance also very good. So second one is that. And seasoning means you are balancing the taste of the particular dish. So once you will put the herbs actually, then what will happen, the taste of the food is going to be balanced, and also if the food, the main ingredients of dish is having any strong smell or flavor, then obviously it is going to be balanced by the herb, okay? Then there are three things herbal oil, herbal vinegar, herb butter. So because of adding herb to the oil, to the vinegar and to the butter will become the specified, you can call, ingredients, and once you will add in different foods, you will get the enhanced flavor of the product. So because of that reason, the herbal oil, herbal vinegar and herb butter are used most commonly in the Western culture or Western cuisine. Okay. Then herbal drinks are mostly commonly used in all over the world. Whether we are talking about the tea, whatever, if we are having the black tea, that is also the tea leaves is also kind of herbs only, and we are actually having that tea, we have certain amount of medicinal value also. So here, apart from these, we can talk which is not written, that is actually medicinal purpose. So obviously this herbs are having medicinal properties in their leaves. So because of that reason also that is used. And then we are talking about the wine. Generally you will see the red wine are used, but for if we are talking about the fishes, the white wine is used. So red is for the meat product and white is for actually the fish is used. That is not written anywhere in the notes, but obviously once you will go in kitchen and you will start working regular basis, you will observe that thing. That's why I am telling you the red is used for generally meat and white wine is goes with the fish preparation. Okay. So marinating. So because marinating is the first use of wine with food. So you can marinate the meats, you can marinate the vegetables, you can marinate even in Indian cuisine we can call also the paneer. So why we are marinating? So that the particular meat item or whatever the vegetable item are there, they will observe the flavor of the wine. Okay, so they will observe, obviously the whole part of the meat will have the flavor of the particular wine. Because of that reason the marinade is done. But the another reason, if we are talking about, the another reason is they are actually act as a tenderizer agent. They tenderize the meat very fast. So what they are doing, they are actually breaking down the tissues, or we can call the protein, amino acids, whatever there in the meat tissues, and then it will help to tenderize. Okay. And wine is also used with the mixing with the stock and then reducing till half, so that whatever the concentrated flavor remain in the pot, that is used with the various preparation. So this is also the way of using the your wine. So we discuss all of them. So this topic, the third unit is over today in this video, and thanks for watching the video. Have a good day all of you.